Okay, where were we? We were going to look at this bag before we got slightly distracted by a herd of kitty cats. What do you call a load of cats? A pair of cats. We might even find more in here, you never know. That would be lovely. Oh, that's a nice bangle. It's a fandangle bangle. Can hear you. Off you pop. Nope, you're not going to do that. That's why we have scissors, Lex. That's why we have scissors. There we go. Yeah, I quite like that. I'll get that off eventually. It's a little bit malformed, but it looks like it's a nice upper arm bangle, so that's quite cool. That's something I'd sell. There we go, that's better. And what's going on here? Who are you? Twice as nice. I might have had that brand before, quite possibly. I can't remember if I've actually sold any, but I've certainly come across them. So definitely something to look up. It's okay. I might sell that one. It's all right. Oof. Big chunky green ring there. That'll probably go into a rings lot. Indeedy. And a little plastic corally looking one. There was one over there that, do you know what? I remember buying this ring once from Debenhams, you know. I'm pretty sure. I think I bought it for Mum one Christmas and she never wore it because she didn't like it, but she didn't tell me, so that's fine. Odd earring. Yes. Do we think it's designer? No. We've got a little rosary, which do sell occasionally on their own. That one's a cute little white glass one. Quite possibly might do a little lot of them. Obviously faux pearly lot for that one. Ooh. A baubley earring, M-P-I-L. No, M-F-I-L. Phil. Phil. Well, indeed. We'll see if the other one turns up. Big chunky one. That'll go in 2 kilos. Which should hopefully be getting to 2 kilos soon. Ooh, we've got a snakeity snake. Yep, that's quite cool. Might keep that for a Whatnot show. Although I have got quite a few snakes in that Whatnot show, so maybe it'll just be sell separate anyway. And then these ones we will test for silver. We're going to find a silver one eventually. Honestly, I keep telling you that they do come in silver and we haven't found one yet. But honestly, I have definitely had a silver one before. Oh, this is one of those. It's a food pusher food for kids. You shove it in their face. Peckman plate. I'll probably go into a random assortment of bits lot. There we go. It's a red sparkly ring like that green sparkly ring. There we are. To go in a lot. Big chunky baubles. And then this broken one. Actually, I might put them both in craft. They're a bit worn. They're all going in. Not that one. They're going in craft. Something to have fun with. Nice bit of cloisonné enamel there. That would be something I would sell separately as well. Nice condition on that one. Little pin. That'll go into a vintage lot. Another big chunky plastic one. Vintage lot for that one. Nice pendant there with this brass inlay. Let's get you untangled. Although, actually, both of them are going to end up in a 2 kg lot. That is quite a nice one, that. Little bracelet. Glass beads on it by the looks of it. And pretty little leaves and flowers. That's cute. going in 2 kilos. I'm just excited to get to the baggies at the bottom, you know, because one of them looked like silver, didn't it? A little pearly brooch. That'll go into a brooches lot. And then this one is a broken brooch. Little bow, or a Q. Q. We've got a ring in a box. It's, what does it say there? Don't know what it says. Don't know what it says. But I'll keep the little box separate, and then that'll go into a rings lot. It's probably Claire's accessories number. And they've announced that they're going into administration, aren't they? So I can imagine that places like Heart Foundation and that are going to get all of their old stock, so they might be inundated. Pretty flowery one, got a little bit of wear. That'll go into a rings lot. That looks like silver. I suspect it might be. Little basket of flowers. Looks like it's got all of its marker seats intact. That's cool, very twinkly and pretty, so we shall test that one. That's a like a watch or bracelet holder thing. And these are like cape clips. Probably put them in a vintage lot. A panel bracelet, but it looks like, there you go, that one's popped out of there. It's an easy fix, but to be honest, that'll just go in craft anyway for someone to do. A clamper bangle. Unbranded by the looks of it. That'll go in 2 kilos. Right, I'm going to keep that definitely looks like a little baggy of silver, doesn't it? We'll keep that separate for now. Ooh, spangly bangly. Looks like it's got all of its stones. A little bit of wear, but it's quite pretty. What's it say? Florenza. Florenza. Very pretty. That can go in 2 kilos though. That is a bonkers earring and I love it. Although, looks like it'll come apart. It'll probably be an odd one. That looks like it might be silver. We'll just keep that over there for now. What do we reckon to that baggie? Let me get all the loose bits out from here. We might... Oops. Oh gosh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. A baggie. Ooh, that's a promising one as well. And that one. And that one. And that one. Oh my word. Ooh. Are you Swarovski? Yes, you are. That's nice, isn't it? That's a pretty bangle. Might have had that one before, actually. Yeah, that's nice. That's something I'd sell. A little glass birdie, little pendant. I might put that in the doll's house. And then we've got... I'm going to do the things that are out of baggies, and then we'll look in baggies, okay? Right. So a pearly ring. Hasn't got any marks on it. It's a big chunker. It's real pearls. I might sell that one separately because it's got real pearls. And then we've got some little, what look like brown topaz, maybe. 925 it says there. So we might have to test that. Let's see if they are indeed real stones. No, it's not moving, so it's not a topaz. But it might still be sterling silver, like gold over sterling silver. That is a rather fabulous, joyous ring, however, missing a couple of little stones. That's a shame. Oh well. Into a rings lot. Vintage clip-on earrings. Vintage lot. That looks like it's probably silver. Yeah, it's even got a mark there. Oh, an earring that is bent out of shape. But a nice bit of possibly bakelite. That's quite a nice one. Does it have a maker? No, it's just got that little bit there. Quite like that though. It's got a nice feel to it, so I might keep that aside. Possible seller. Do we reckon that might be silver? Well, we'll keep it aside to test. That's the earring back to that one. See, it is stamped 925 there. Oh, and I can see there's a 925 on the post there as well. I can believe that. That's cool. Pretty little infinity bracelet, but that'll go in 2 kilos. And then a cute little miner's lamp. Does that say something there? DSM or D&M? Are you going to be silver? I don't know. Possibly not. Either way, it's going to go in the doll's house, obviously. But I will take the chain from it and use it on something else. But that's cute. And then we've got a little flower there. Right. Shall we see? Oh, these will go in the odd earrings bit. Shall we see what's in these? So we have got some patined brass Fatima hands or Hamza hands. Look like they're on sterling hooks. They're cool though. That is probably something I would sell separately because it's got a nice patina, that green to it. So that's cool. I like them. Which baggie first? Let's do this one. Okay, we have got a brass, what looks like buckle. I reckon that would polish up lovely, you know. It's a little bit bent. I have a buckles lot on the go, so I'll probably add that to that. I know I have a lot for everything, pretty much. That's a nice Celtic brooch. Might be something I would sell on its own or in a little lot of other Celtic-y items, because there's a little bit of tiny damage to the foiling on the stone. I'll probably put that into a vintage, a brooches lot. That's cool. That's like one of those Tuareg crosses, isn't it? Might be pewter, might be silver. We'll keep it aside to test. That seems to have a tiny little mark on it. Yep, that says 925, so we might have an odd silver earring. And that one, I'm believing these earrings down here are actually sterling silver, so that's cool. I think this might be like a little scrap lot. Yeah, I think that one is silver as well. And a tanglage, obviously. There's always a tanglage. And detanglement. That's nice. A little green Swarovski crystal. I don't think the bail is silver though. I'm not sure about the chain. I've not seen a tag like that before. Although it does say 925. But I will probably swap out the pendant because I don't think that is silver. It doesn't look silver to me, so that'll just go into a pendant slot. And then obviously I will have a pendant to go on that at some point. And then it looks like we've got some mother of pearl inlay wrapped around the clasp of this one. Another one with that tag. Weird, isn't it? Italian apparently. Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, mother of pearl inlay there. I can believe that that's silver, that's fine. Lay you out, there we go. And the chain. And then this little tiny pearl beaded one with very sweet little seahorse there. Yeah, I can believe that. that is as well. So that's cool. Let's do this one. Right, these are all the same earrings. Mexico 925 it says. I can believe that. But that's cool. I mean, would someone want? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40 earrings. 40 identical earrings. Who knows? Someone might. There we go. Oh, 40. Another 1, 2, 3, 4. So 44. Oh, that might even say 44. I'm going to put them back in there. Actually, that's the better one, that long one. Is there another one there? There is, on the back. Oh, there we go. 45 earrings there. I don't think. No, they're just regular studs. They can go in 2 kilos. And those ones. Let's check the backs though. They look like nice backs, them. Yeah, Avon. Avon, England, they say. Well, there we go. Take that off the card. Put that in the bin. We've got some links for a watch. They can go in craft. They're just regular backs. Yarp. Such big baggy for such small things. Yeah, they're just regular studs. Put them in 2 kilos. What have we got here? Nice sparkly. It looks like there's only one of those. That's a pair. These might be mostly solar ones. I think that one's silver. That's a pair. One's a little keys on. And then that's it. The rest of them are just odd earrings. There we go. What about this one? There you go. Oh, I like those. They're cool. Yeah, keep them aside. I quite like them. A big tiger's eye brooch. That's quite nice. And another brooch there. They'll probably go into a brooches lot. A lizard brooch. I think I've got an animals brooch lot on the go as well. I can add that to it. We're obviously gonna test out. We'll have a look first, see if there's any marks. Oh yeah, it says 375. So that could be a gold earring. An odd ear. Oh no, they're a little bit worn. Shame. Yeah, nice earrings. A little bit of mother of pearl. Quite pretty. I wouldn't have put gold hoops on them, hooks on them though. But there we go. Might put them in a boho lot. Get off you. Pretty little vintage ones. Possibly Edwardian. Little paste. Oh, actually no, a bit more modern than that. But they'll go in a vintage lot. Little pearly ones for a vintage lot. Nice Toledo Damascene bracelet. I'll probably put that in a Toledo Damascene lot. And then a little pin and a little fish. That'll go in a pendant slot and that'll go in a kids lot. There we go. Right, which one next? let's do this one. Okay. So I am expecting broken stuff, odd earrings. Oh, but you're pretty. Are you going to be silver? Maybe, maybe not. Not always guaranteed, you know. But you've got lovely gemstones, Larimar and amethyst. We'll have to test you because I can't see any marks there. And this one's got little coin pearls. Nice shepherd's hook. Finish. Not sure. They are soldered links, but they're not soldered brilliantly, so we'll have to test you. Yep, can't see any marks there either. You're for testing. Oh, cool. Yay, I might keep that one. Not sure if that's silver. We'll test it. Right, things I believe are silver. I believe that that one is. That looks like silver. Not sure. Maybe. It's broken anyway. I believe that those ones are. Not sure. I think that one is. Not sure. Not sure. I'm sure I've had this bracelet before and it has been silver. So we can test that one just in case as well though. So there's going to be a lot of testing in this video. Right, little baggie of some gold tone stuff. Butterflies, I think they're going to be silver. Yeah, they're old, but yeah, I can believe that they are silver. Little butterflies. Come on, off you pop. So some stud hoopy type things. They look solid, but they're actually quite light. So they might be, yeah, they might, looks like 9 carat gold. 9 carat gold pair of earrings, possibly. Oh, there are hallmarks on there. It doesn't say, indeed say 375. So, yep, very lightweight, but we do have some gold earrings. Awesome. Nice one. Yay, so I can believe that. I could put them there. Sweet. Of course, it's not all going to be gold here, is it? Ouchie pop. Just some nice clip-ons, nice two-tone clip-ons. I quite like them. Probably gold-plated. Not named though, but it's something I can sell. Meow. He's a fun one. No name on it, but he's cute. I might keep him for an animal-y whatnot show. Keep that aside. We've got a little bee. A tiny bee. Can't see any marks on it, but worth testing. They're pretty. Marks and Spencer's. Little clip-ons. Sparkly ones. They'll go in 2 kilos. A little crystal pendant. It says 925 on it. I'll give that a test because I'm not sure. Could you be silver? Again, it says 925 on it. I will test that one because I'm not sure. Not sure if I believe it. Some more little clip-ons. I'll probably put them into a vintage lot. Can't see any. Oh, no, there is a mark there. Right, we'll test those. The reason why I'm saying I'm like testing quite a bit as well, because obviously there was a reason they were kept aside. They weren't just, you know, gone, oh, definitely not. Little pin. Okay, we'll check. That looks like it's tiny little gold back there. We've got some scrap. Aww, it's a cute dainty little brooch. It's got all of its stones. Very sweet. Probably put that in a brooches lot. And some more clip-ons. Let go, let go. They'll go into a vintage lot. Very lightweight clip-on, but only one of them. We've got some fleur-de-lis with crystal drops. Yeah, I think they are going to be silver. We'll take them off a bit of paper. They're pretty little crystal-y ones. I think that says 925 there. This S925. Don't trust those ones all the time, but it's looking okay. It might be. But we'll test it just in case. Got a lot of testing to do, folks. Oh. In you go. Pretty little rainbow crystal ones. Not sure. That's probably gold. Tiniest little hoop. And then we've just got an Alpaca Mexico odd earring. A little bit of nephrite jade on there. That's probably gold plated, that one. Put that into a vintage lot. And then same on that one. Gold plated, that'll go into a vintage lot. Then we've got a little star. Oh, that, no, that's not meant to. Off you pop, there we go. I don't think the star is cool. It's cute. I've got a little starry lot on the go, so I can add that to it. And then we've got a D, which has got a mark on it. And that says 9 carat as well. So we've got a 9 carat D. Cool. So we have indeed got some scrap gold there. What about in here? How long have we been going so far? Half an hour. Ooh, it's going to be long. We've got all these bags. Do you know what? That's going to be tomorrow's video, okay? Because we've got a lot of testing to do. A lot of testing. So we'll do that, and then you can come back tomorrow for the 4 bags of what looks like scrap and see if there's anything in there. Okay. Let's get on with the scratchings. Let's get on with the show. Not everything's gonna be silver, and that's what we all know. Or it might be. It's all looking good so far. Nothing's coming up as copper based. So it does indeed look like a bag of actual scrap silver. Real stuff. Except that one. So that is not silver, but that's a nice little kind of brutalist heart pin. I do quite like that, but that'll probably go into a pins lot. Unless I Google it and find out that, you know, it's a thing. But there we go. Right, so a pair of hoops there. That's an odd one for now. That's scraps there. That's a pair. And then that's an odd one. Okay. Next lot. What do we think on that one? Nice little tiger's eye, but Huh. Yeah, it might be, you know. It's me doubting these things. That one's got a little bit of like soda light in it. Oh, that was that. So that is an actual complete pair. They're very dainty little things. Okay, the teardrop. The little pearly. I was not expecting that. I expected that one to not be silver. Let me see on there. It says Italy 925. Okay. I do expect this one to be silver. So I'll just do a random charm. Let's do the little cherub. Again, they're all looking good. Maybe not that one. Yep, not that one. So that one's not silver, but the rest of them are. But again, we've got odd ones and broken ones. But that is silver. That pearly one. And the chain is as well. Cool. Right, these random bits. So we've got the heart bit, and then I'll do that bit, and that bit. And we've got that little turquoise earring. Do the, now that might not be, I don't think that's going to be. Narp. So that isn't silver plated by the looks of it, but that's okay. I'm keeping that one anyway. And then scrap silver, scrap silver. Wee. I'll be paying for my holiday at this rate. Thanks, Stephen. Oh, the little... No, didn't think it was going to be silver, but that's okay because that's going in Doll's house anyway. Possibly. And the marker seat brooch. Cool. Looking good. The bee. Is it a bee? Is it a bee, sweetie? We don't know. It's scratching like gold. I'll do 2 marks next to it. So you can test the gold as well. This big chonker with the shepherd's crook. Oh, that is looking good. Okay. Maybe there's marks on it somewhere. Also looking good. Okay. Wah, 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 wah. So, yes. Yes. Unsure. Yes and yes. And of course we've just had an empty chain that I can put that on, so that's cool. Right, the little bee. The bee. Yeah, see, it's not leaving any red. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's not gold either. It's just a cute little bee. Little gold-plated bee. Very detailed. It's quite sweet, but that'll go into a pendant slot. Okay, last few now. So we're really hoping this one is, because this one is rather lovely. And then the mad double cross. One of these will eventually be silver, maybe not today. And then these earrings, which, yeah, that is scratching well, and I've just blooming bent one, haven't I? That's okay. All good, all good. If that cross is silver, it's probably a low grade silver. Yep. So it's not sterling anyway, but it's still good and sellable. And that still is not silver. Those are, and that is as well. Awesome. So we've got nice load of silver there. So we've got that beautiful Larimar, and then we've got various chains and necklaces, a bunch of scrap, some scrap gold, and some gold earrings, and a gold D. Very lightweight. Let's see how much it weighs. So the earrings, 3.1 grams, and then the little D is 1.1 grams, and then 4.2 grams. That's cool. Yay. Oh, hang on, no, on that one. Well, there we go. 5.2 grams of gold. Awesome. Yay. So that's probably something I would, you know, sell eventually, and then the other ones will go, you know, into scraps. But wow, yeah, what a bag that was. That's awesome. Plus we've got some like cool fun bits of costume as well, which is always nice. Right, see you tomorrow for them and a lot more testing. Bye bye now. Bye bye.